Hi. So Nikki and I, Lincoln, are going to show you Sock Monsters by Lisbeth Boss and Anya Drya Bruckner. It's a really fun adventure game where we're exploring the tiles on the board. So Nikki, why don't you tell us how this works?
Okay. So you are going to play an elf. And at the beginning of the game, you will pick a character card like these. And you will get 4 tokens. The little spot here at the top, if you want to, you can create a name for your elf. And then you will also get 4 tokens in your player color. And they are all different places where you would possibly keep socks. The point of the game is to collect 3 pairs of socks. Your elf will put them on as they become pairs, so the elf can have socks, of course, on their feet, their hands, and their ears. At the beginning of your turn, you will move your pawn color up to 3 spaces on the board. The pawns can move orthogonally and diagonally. And when you move, you will stop on a tile. You will reveal the tile. If it matches your player color, which actually this happens to match the player color that's in front of me. Switch. I will take 2 pairs of socks from this bag right here. And I forgot to mention at the beginning of the game, every player is going to start with 1 sock randomly drawn from the bag. So if any of these socks maybe match, maybe, with my original, which they do not, I've got a purple.
You do? You have a purple one there.
I do. Wait, I just pulled one. Okay, what did you magically do?
No. You.
Okay. So I've got a yellow sock and 2 purple socks. So I already have a set. I can put these 2 purple socks on my little elf here. And then the next player is going to roll the monster die. And this corresponds to a monster in his, they start out in their lairs, and their lair is their matching color. And they all have a die underneath them. This is for a random, so Lincoln gets to choose any one of these. They can move up to 3 spots, but they cannot move diagonally.
Oh, they can't.
They cannot. Monsters can only move orthogonally. When a monster stops, you lift that up and you check the die. If it has a closed eye symbol on it, the turn is over. The monster has decided to take a nap in the middle of hunting for socks. If you've got a open eye, the monster can do a couple of things. They can choose to do one of 3 different things. They can look at a tile secretly and put it back, and then they could also choose, if they wanted to, instead of looking at a tile, they could steal a sock from somebody that they're next, if they're orthogonally next to somebody and the sock is not already made into a set. When they steal a sock from an elf, it will go into their lair, which is their color. The other choice they could do is none of those things and just move again and check the die and then possibly take another action if it was an open eye, but it was a closed eye, so there you go. Excuse me. Then the die will move to the next person. The monster die will move to the next person, and that next person will take their turn with their pawn.
Move though. I'll get to move though. I'll go here.
Okay. Did that matches you?
The monster looked for me.
Okay.
So then I turn that tile over, and then I get to draw 2.
I forgot to turn my tile over.
Yep. Oops. And he's got a pair, but they're going to go on his ears.
Okay. I think that's a better place.
There we go.
So you got a pair of red socks, and you've got a purple one that possibly a monster could steal because
know.
it is not a set yet. The game continues until a player has 3 pairs of socks on their elf.
Right, and you only get to draw. You're only going to get to draw one pairs from the bag 4 different times for the tiles that you have.
Yes.
There's multiple versions of the same like cabinet on the board, and when you find the 4 different ones, that from that point on, you're going to have to steal from. You're going to go or move next to the monster's lair, and then take one of the socks from there. That's how you'll continue if you don't have 3 pairs before you run out on the on your tiles.
So if it was your turn and you managed to move to here, you could steal
take
that
the yellow one.
sock from
Yep.
the lair.
And then when the winner, when someone wins the game with having all 3 pairs of socks, we reveal underneath.
Dun da da da. More stuff.
So you're going to put socks on the board with these stickers,
Matching the sets that you
matching
had.
the sets that you have, and you're going to place them on the board, starting. Can you see it from? Yep. Starting from the center.
Here, from the center.
And
Try
then when
to
you-
get it in the light for you.
Yeah. And when you reach one of the doors, you get to open up the secret compartment for that room, which is the child's room here. And in this room, they've got goodies that you get to use for that change the game.
That changed
The
the
legacy
game.
element of the game that changes the game all along. There's stickers. So in the rule book,
So you
there's-
get, of course,
yeah,
the basic rules, and there's a whole second rule book that explains the legacy part of the game.
with additional rules, so
And
that you would put in the book,
spaces.
tells you what space that you put it in. And then there's more rules here. And there are additional socks. There's dirty socks and the boomerang socks and rainbow socks.
Rainbow socks.
Yeah. And then there's another sticker that you put on the box to show that you've explored that room.
Right.
There's
There's three sections to that sticker. So you're going to play this room 3 times and put one portion of the sticker onto the room until it's complete. Then you will go back to placing stickers on the sock. And then once you land in front of another door, you will get another room to open.
Yep, there you go. So that is Sock Monsters, which is underneath the rule box here at the board. There we go, Sock Monsters. Any questions?
There's a lot of
Mostly we're just
giggling
talking about
happening.
the pro and anti-sock agenda going on.
Ah.
It's clearly present.
Yeah,
in
this
this
is the,
game.
There are some wild accusations going on in the chat. There is no proof that life is actually part of a secret sock society.
Well, it's good that the elves help us recover our socks, I'll tell you, because they always seem to disappear. So there you go. I'm happy to have the elf on my
Elf's
side.
helping you out when we made a mess of this board. But
So
Go ahead.
yeah,
I was going to say while they're cleaning up there, one thing that seems quite common among lifestyle games is usually some sort of physical element that is some unique kind of mechanism that ties into it. You have the mystery of the monsters moving over the board here, where the die rolls as the monster moves around and it changes. I mean, past games, you've got the storybook from Storytellers. You have Couchhawk, which has the rubber bands going over the board. Is this something that you normally look for? You're trying to find some physical element that has this cool hook to it?
Actually, well, it's kind of cool. I mean, we can stand it. There is a lot of game we do not publish only because it's some cool elements. It should be a great game, but it's really attract us, and that's the fact. Maybe some kind of special engineering background or whatever it is. But we don't only do the games with special material. The next one, for example, will be quite plain in terms of material. But a lot of games like this, you can't imagine how painful it is for us to miss essence. I mean, the physical essence, because the guys like goes, okay, now you can get your digital essence and say, okay, well, nice. How exactly we'll do the Velcro stuff or the 3D rolling dice on your
Right.
digital platform?
Yeah.
What we do? And it's super annoying. I mean, for the guys who make the card games and the stuff like classical board games, it's probably okay. They have tabletop and stuff. We do have some games on tabletop for the essence, but most of the games we do, they're just impossible to realize in the virtual space. So, so this is a drawback of being too unique, and probably we are not ready for the digital era at all. But yes,
Well.
we like this special stuff, and it's well, again, the market is crowded, so it also helps to attract attention. And but it's most important that it's really fun to play. I mean, it's again, we do games. We have no unique material. We give unique materials. The question is, is it really cool to play? We want to replay it ourselves first thing. So the basic sign, it's a good game. We want to replay it ourselves. Some fun in it, some interesting catch, whatever it is. So, okay, thank you for mentioning the design.
Few other questions. Yes, someone asked about the designers, Lisbeth Voss and Anja Dreyer Bruckner, a pair of Dutch designers who often work together. They're very into children's games, and they do a lot of them. Someone asked for the suggested age, 6 up, and
6
the
up,
time.
Actually, it's very fast because you put the tiles randomly on top of this board, and that's it. Well, you put the 4 monsters, and then you're ready to play.
Just a couple of minutes.
So it's like technically it's few. Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, Krzysztof. Thank you.
So it's like a few minutes to prepare it. It's not nothing special about it. I mean, there is no complicated. You just put, and children can help you because you're just putting the tiles randomly face down on the board. That's it. Not much. Again, the unique stuff about this, there's like special things in this game is this rolling dice, which is already magic. Then you show it, and we know the game is on the market already. I mean, it's we started in Russia, and the French print is involved now. And in Russia, we started like 1 month ago, and we're going to be out of stock because it's the company comes from China, and we are already desperately not out of stock, but we're definitely going to be desperately out of stock by the high season. So it's nice, I mean, in some way, but not so nice in another way. And when we show it, I will show it plenty on plenty occasions. Now this is the wow effect of the moving dice is really cool. So I mean, it sells the game already, but all the cute minis and the cool artwork is in our. And then this mechanism of adding some stuff is really original. I mean, it's not so much games. But again, in tests with children, we found that they really love the stickers parts. I mean, they don't care that much for the new rules. I mean, it's okay, but it's more for adults. They care for the stickers. That's why there are so many stickers in the game. I mean, they like putting stickers of sorts on the path. They like to explore. So they're fighting more for the. Okay, the winner of the game is putting stickers. So they're fighting for the fact of putting stickers, which is a bit crazy for us as adults. We explore it, we learn it during the game. I mean, okay, it's just technical detail, but it's actually the joy for the kids. It's just interesting detail about this stuff. So if there's no more questions, we have to move on. So we have to show.
Just before you go,
yep.
How is the hidden material advertised on the box? I mean, is that hinted at all, or is that just something you discover when you open the box to read the rules?
Yeah. There's the stuff on the front and on the back.
Yeah.
We actually propose 2 versions of the main version for us is the one with secret compartments and the legacy part. Some partners ask that, okay, we don't want, we're not so sure, we think it's to be too much for children, and they don't want to have legacy part. In this case, we can remove it. I think so far it's only one partner who asked for it. So we kick out the stickers and we leave only small extension inside. But most of the other partners that we ourselves, and already, as I said, we are very happy about those sales. We keep this version with the legacy, and it's on the front and on the back as well, because people need to know about it, of course. It's really important part of the fun and of the value of the game.
Yeah, it's just perhaps it's not necessary to always call it legacy.
Yeah, legacy.
Because sometimes it confuses people, and they're like, "Why legacy in a kids' games?" Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't write legacy on the box. It's for you. I know you will understand what we mean fast, but do not use it for.
That's right.
For
regular people don't know
for
that.
the customers. Yeah.
Normal people do not get it. I mean, I think it's something complex. if you need to get it. It's just the game with changes. So we ever say the game with changes, and we gave it secret
Or
compartments.
secret components.
It's actually
yeah.
nice. I mean, the people like it. Okay, wow, it's secret rooms to find and to find some stuff inside. It's not only stickers; it's physical, like it's dirty socks and some funny our objects. So it's discovery. So it's the people like it. Well, we do like it ourselves, actually.